Well, I did make a video on, if you are a non-writer, how
Okay.
to kind of teach yourself the very beginnings of screenwriting, which include, reading real scripts, which is really my favorite link to understanding how a real screenplay and movie works.
Yes.
That if you go online, because it's free, like there are so many drafts of the same movie, your same favorite movies available online, so that you can not only get to read what you've watched so many times, but you get to read a couple iterations. When
Absolutely.
I was writing my first film, a couple of the films that I took from were Juno, Mean Girls, and American Beauty. Those are the three that I read right
Oh,
before I wrote
wow.
mine, which those skew a little bit.
Yeah, there's some similarity there, but they're definitely different approaches. That's a really interesting way to inform yourself.
Right. I wanted to get a little bit of a smorgasbord of different things that I could
Yeah.
include within my writing, and different ways that I could pose things. And I remember with all of them, no, particularly Mean Girls and American Beauty. In American Beauty, there's a through line. I remember them using a Beatles song, "Fixing a Hole." Uh, the actually, I don't remember he wouldn't be the antagonist. He was the kid with the camera. This is
Yeah.
the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Plastic bag kind of guy. I think he ended up going to jail, if I remember correctly, and that was how the movie opened. It opened in a completely different way. And then with Mean Girls, there was
Wow.
this B plot. It would have taken way too long, but Tina Fey's character as the teacher, she had a much longer plot line with the drug. Like, she was accused of selling drugs in the movie. Well, she actually had taken LSD from one of the kids who was like into raves, and like this kid, he was wearing sunglasses and a cut off top the whole movie,
Wow.
dancing in his kitchen, and she had to kind of defend him in court. It would have taken like
Yeah.
too much away from the plot.
Yeah.
But I remember laughing out loud when I read it, and I know that it must have just crushed Tina and a bunch of people to take it out when they had to. But it also informed me of the process of what that's like, to cut things from your movie
Yep.
and to kill your babies.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. If you watch the film Nightcrawler and you read the script, it's almost a direct translation. And
Oh
usually,
yeah.
I usually love to read a script from a movie I really enjoy. Like Nightcrawler had me going like, wow. Like even the way they introduce the main character is really interesting. You don't see it that way. And then in the script, same way. You don't, they introduce him through the shadows, and it's not until after he cuts into the fence and then walks out to the car, and then you get the introduction to the character. I'm like, I haven't really seen that before. Usually you get the introduction to the character right away. Instead, they build you up as this shadowy guy,
Yeah.
then they reveal who he is, and it's just fantastic. And even the establishing shots are all spot on with the way they describe the shot is. And yeah, I think reading scripts are great. You can get them. There's several free websites that you can go online. The one thing I would caution for any writers getting into or any actors that are going to start writing is write a reading script, not a shooting script. Because any of the scripts that you're going to read online for free, those are all shooting scripts. They're all going to be loaded with camera directions of what the camera is doing and beats and things like that. You don't want that in a reading script. And a lot of times they're used to reading it, so they think that's how it's supposed to be.